hey, where you from? What kind of lives they might have lived. So it looked like I'm mostly, all right, y'all. I'm back. Like I said, I was gonna be back. We doing this. We are here. Okay? We are here. I am showing up. We back in the guest room. You know, because you're a guest in my home, in my spiritual home, in my sector, in my me sharing my truth and self. And after the response on Threads about me posting my first video, and there was so much love and so much support, I thank you all for that, because I don't know if I'm gonna post it this way. So the universe know when to, you know, send the right people to say, hoorah, keep going, do you, you know? But anyways, okay. So it took me a while to actually send off the package. All right, I'm taking this sample, all packaged up, to the post office. I could wait, like, you know. Okay, we're gonna take it. It took me a while. Like, I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I posted that little video because y'all don't understand how many times I went up and down the stairs. Then I put the package in the car, and it sat in the car for like a week. And then finally I was like, just drop it off. And I'm not surprised. So the results were confirming. And it's crazy how the universe speaks to you, how people know. People be knowing, you know, people be knowing. So I've always gotten like people who are from Africa or first descendant to America or something of that nature, where they're like, hey, where you from? You know what I'm saying? Like, where you from? I'm just like, H-Town, Texas, we hold it down. And they like, and I'm like, you know? And most of them be like, oh, you're Nigerian. And I'm like, no, I'm Houstonian. But I've gotten that all my life. Like, where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? I could have made a song about it. Where you from? Where you from? Okay, anyways. But the results are in, y'all. The ones who walking up to me were not lying, okay? They knew. They know they people. You know when your people know your people, but you don't know that you they people, you know what I'm saying? Crazy, 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 crazy. I might post my results or I might put it on Substack. But your girl is African, you know, the features. What's in the blood is African, cause you see the map? The map is mapping, okay? The map has mapped. So it looked like I'm mostly West African. Benin, Togo, Nigerian. So the ones who was coming up like, you Nigerian? My bad, y'all was right. But I'm still a Houstonian. Mali, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Senegal. And it's crazy because it's like West African, 21% is Benin, 21% Nigerian, 15% Malian or Mali, 8% Ivory Coast, 5% Senegal, and then Central Africa, 11% Western Bantu people, and Cameroon, 2%. I got some Caucasousness, but literally less than 6%, okay? Less than 6% for all of them inclusively. But your girl is deep-blooded African in the blood, in the DNA, right? And honestly, I sat with that and I was like, wow, like, y'all wasn't wrong. So what do I do with that? You know, what do I do with that? And then, you know, like on Ancestry, they can like definitely give you more information. So that was like my regions of where my DNA state that my family is from. So that probably means that like they was on a boat. They were on a boat. Okay, I have to sit with that. They were on a boat. And then it was like, okay, the journeys. And the journey it's saying, okay, so like they separated by DNA, the DNA, and then now they said the journey. So it's like early Louisiana Creole African American, East Central Louisianian Acadian, East Texas Oklahoma African American, South Central Louisiana Creole African American. So basically, the blood run real heavy in Creole African American. And that's crazy because when I go to Louisiana, any part of Louisiana, I feel more at home. I've always felt, I remember the first time I went to, it wasn't my first time in New Orleans. It was my first time in New Orleans with spiritual people who we're, you know, the community. You know, when you're with people who just there to party, Bourbon Street, and then you're there with people who are doing the work. And I was there with people who were doing the work, and I felt so at home. I felt so at home. Even the first time I went and I made them take me to a hoodoo shop, I just felt home. I felt like I was at home. And that's before I was even considering, you know, but it started to eat at me then. Like, who am I really? You know, I know who I am, but who am I by blood? Who am I by ancestry? Like, who am I? And for me to not know, and but these places to be calling to me, and then like, you know, confirmation, you know, like it's like, ooh, confirmation. And that's what this has been for me, is confirmation. And they even break it down by like DNA parent, like what I inherited from parent 1 and what I inherited from parent 2, and it looks like both of them were Benin and Togan and Nigerian. Like, so that's where most of their blood was from. This is confirming for a lot of things, you know, like not to know them, but to know like about their blood and kind of get a gist of what kind of lives they might have lived. This was very eye-opening for me in a lot of ways, and I'm thankful that I actually did do this. Like, it makes me feel held a little bit more, you know, like even though I don't know them at all, you know, just knowing, you know, because I know my family story. Like, I know my mama's side of the family, their story. I know my daddy's side of the family, most of their story. And I could tell you what, you know, but I never felt connected to it. And just here, it's just like, all right, you know, all right. And I don't regret doing it. You know, I don't feel like I abandoned them. I still love them deeply, but I'm taking that taboo out, and I'm so appreciative of the love they've given me. And I will always be, you know, but this was, I didn't know how much I needed this. And then now sharing it with y'all, I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know. And while I've been like doing this, like I've been, you know, cause I like to, when I'm on journeys, I like supportive literature and things to push me forward, expand me, grow me. And so the book that I've been reading that's been giving me so much push and oomph and gumph in this journey is the book of Juju, African Spirituality for Healing, Liberation, and Self-Discovery. And this, along with me doing this journey, has been really eye-opening, because I know I'm a spiritual woman. I know I'm gifted. Like, ooh, if I could tell y'all, y'all might get to know, you know, we're gonna have some tea time. But I am really, 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 really thankful grateful that I decided to go on this journey, because I feel like it's like putting the pieces of a puzzle together and realizing like you've been missing pieces of the puzzle and now you gotta go get it. And me going to get it it feels really good. Definitely, it feels really good. Like, but this app, it tells you so much. It gives you so much. So Ancestry, shout out to the team that built you. Juju bae, you my bae. Through this book, you have been guiding me. But yeah, you can even look up traits on this app. Some of them was right. Some of them was wrong. Okay? Some of them was dead wrong. Okay? I'm trying to wait, you know. This is an old iPad, y'all. Like, I keep stuff until it don't work no more. And it's about 10 years. Actually, 12-year iPad. Apple don't even want it no more. That's how old this iPad is. But it's mine. I'm gonna stand beside her. But if you want to buy me another one, I'm receptive, okay? I'm receptive, okay? You know, just hit my DMs, you know. We receive over here. But you know, like, it's crazy how they break it down for you. Like, all the traits: performance, sensory, personality, appearance, more artistic. I am. I can wiggle my ears. They said that I could kinda or not. I do enjoy dancing. I always said that I was a dancer who was born with broken legs. Crazy enough. I am a night person. I am introvertedly extrovert. And when I was younger, picky eater, okay? Picky. I did play instrument. I need to pick it back up. It was picky. And I love me some spicy foods. I do remember my dream. Oh, this has been a lot. And then they have like a section that says matches. It says I might have a half sister out there. To be an only child and then like to realize you might have a half sister. It says half sister or aunt. I don't know what to do with this information. A half sister. I'm gonna have to sit with this. I don't know what to do. I didn't expect this. Alright, y'all.